This is not a tobacco review. Well met friends, my name is Adam and this is Get Piped, where we love to pipe. And today's piping is going to be a little bit odd. But before I get into that, let me just remind you that I'm in a work trip right now. I'm staying at a hotel for 30 days. And I just cannot stop talking about pipes and tobacco, so we're going to deal with it. We're going to work with it. The mic's going to move a ton. My shirt's still wrinkled. Sue me. Now for today's episode, I'm introducing a new series to the channel. One that looks to do what dozens of others have done, but better. I didn't say better, but different. Maybe better? No. Welcome to Smoke Summary, Get Pipe's first looks, first impressions, first thoughts on new tobacco blends that come out. Now wait, don't leave. This is not a review. Please don't leave. I spent so much time on this. Well, technically speaking, no. Because that was actually a paradoxical statement. Because if you're watching this right now, which you are, it was correct. Because I did spend a lot of time. I probably spent 30 or so hours. But as I said that statement, it was a lie. Because I've only just begun. Have you ever seen the movie Inception? But for real, this is not your typical tobacco review video. Because it's not a review. It's not even a first impression. It's a smoke summary. Now, my intent here is to discuss new blends as they come out. It's a conversation. It's an inside look of what I like and don't like. Hey, Scout's Honor. Is it 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4? Scout's Honor. I'm not going to make a recommendation. Why? Because I don't know what you like. And even if I did, just because I knew you liked one blend doesn't necessarily mean that you'll like another blend of the same type or version or genre. Everyone's taste is different, and you know this, which is why you probably don't like these videos. But if I haven't made the point clear, this is different, so please stick around. Okay, I've made my point. For those of you who are still here, you understand that. For those who don't, have already clicked off the video, so that's fine. We'll continue. For our inaugural smoke summary, I will be summarizing Sutliff's latest, well, at the time of recording, Birds of a Feather series with master blender Per Jensen. This one, Whimsical, is the sequel, if you may, to Uno, the one with the owl on the front. Now, just to give a little bit of context, Per Jensen is Mac Baren Tobacco Company's head blender. He's been working with them for over 2 decades. Now, if you're following me, I said this tin is from Sutliff, which is true, and really odd, which is exactly the point of the Birds of a Feather series, a line of what will be 6 different tobacco blends in its conclusion. I really hope to make a conclusive video on the series as a whole, once I get my hands on all of the tins, which could be a ways off. The first blend, Uno, came out in May of 2022. This one that I have my hands on, I got in mid-August of 22, the time of recording. August 20th to be exact, which is actually ahead of when you saw it released online. Yeah, I got the hookup. And by hookup, I mean I found it at a pipe shop that probably put it on sale way too early against what was probably advised. And by finding it early at a pipe shop, despite what they were advised, I mean luck. I was lucky. I love that you all enjoy this. Thank you so much. Share with all your pipe smoking friends, young, old, and not just the men, but the women, and children too. Alright, get me back on track. So yes, I wanted to talk about Whimsical. I wanted to start this series because of Whimsical. There's something about this tin that just pulled me in. And I don't know why I said it like that, because I know exactly what it is, and it's the art of the tin. The tin art is so damn beautiful, and like its name, it's quite whimsical. It's fanciful, quaint, and enticing. That's literally the whole entire point behind this series. Sutliff bends the norm by giving us engaging art and an eccentric naming convention. That alongside the fact that the Mac Baren dude is blending it. And as for the blend itself, it's just as complex, featuring St. James Perique, the Perique that you've probably not had before. This Perique is a little bit pepperier, it's a little bit more harsher than what you're probably used to. Per was asked what the difference between St. James Perique and Acadia Perique, the one that you're probably used to, and his response was absolutely legendary. Take a rough and tough cowboy. Put him next to a police officer at the airport. Both of them have the same job, but one is inherently different. They're different breeds. St. James Perique? That's our cowboy. The St. James Perique is the unique piece about this blend. St. James is also different than the regular Acadia Perique because it goes through a high-pressure fermentation process. Within the tin alongside that St. James Perique, you'll find Perique's best friend. Yeah, Virginia, both red and bright. The tobacco itself comes in a crumble cake, something that is absolutely booming in popularity these days. Okay, so we talked history, we talked components. Now let us move on to my opinions about the tin itself. As mentioned, this is the second piece in the Birds of a Feather line. Whimsical features a bird. I have no clue what this fucking thing is, to be honest. A super pretty bird. I absolutely love the bright green background and the deep blue accent around the eye. The emerging orange is so subtle upon the beak, and the yellow and grays marry sweetly upon the bird's breast. This is what I'm freaking talking about, guys. This is amazing branding. This is captivating. This brings the art of pipe smoking to a whole new level. I really hope tobacco companies catch on to this. Either that or hire me so I can help get them there. If you listen to my podcast, the Get Pipe Podcast, you'll know that I have a knack for creation. And I will absolutely gas myself up on this. I'm very proud of this. My show holds a dozen of creative series that build castles of energy and depth within the sphere of pipes and smoke. And I feel that the same enthusiasm is emitted from this tin. Other than the fact that I plan to cover the Birds of a Feather series as a whole in a future video, I am absolutely keeping this tin as a display piece. I do in fact hope that this serves as a wake-up call to tobacco, to cast aside the apathetic naming convention of old. The English 34s, the Burley 22s, the Virginia Perique Mixture 7s. No, this is the animation that pipe smoking needs. Okay, so I like the tin, but moving forward, we get to the most polarizing point of tobacco reviews, which this is not. However, it is the part where the lay reviewer would likely shoot off a bunch of buzzwords of flavor notes that you'll never taste. Nigh is not the hour where Get Piped does the same. I will give you simply a yay or a nay, only for the sole intent to reveal to you what I think about the blend. Because think of it like this. You and I are friends, the two of us, we are. And you ask, do you like it? Do you like this blend? And I say, nay. Nah, I want to make it clear that this blend speaks no ill to my palate. However, I am simply not a connoisseur of Virginia Periques. So, and rightfully so, I wouldn't prefer this Virginia Perique blend. And that's okay. I'm still so happy to have it because it's awesome. I love tobacco. I love trying new blends. I don't hate any tobacco so far. And for me, Whimsical is just one of those, I prefer others. Now that said, I did enjoy the smoke, if you follow me. I love the elaborate story that unfolds. From the beginning when I set my eyes upon the tin art, to the opening of the tin, to the preparation of the tobacco, to the loading and smoking of the blend. I will not finish this tin, anytime soon that is, and that's not because I don't like it that much, but because I would like to revisit it in the future. Definitely, and as I've said several times, when I possess the whole collection for that video, but more than that, just I want to test it in the future. And that has less to do with aging or mellowing, and more to do with palate development. Things change, and it's entirely likely that in the next 3 to 5 years, this could be my favorite blend, and I'll be kicking myself for not getting 7 to 10 more tins. Anyway, that concludes the first of my smoke summary series, where we hit Sutliff's Birds of a Feather limited edition tobacco series, Whimsical. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what your thoughts are on the blend if and when you try it. If you don't end up trying it, feel free to judge it from afar. What are your thoughts? I'd love to get deep into a discussion in the comments about all aspects of the series, from the naming convention to the artwork and everything in between. Also, feel free to leave your thoughts on this smoke summary series. Again, I know many folk can't stand tobacco reviews, but hopefully at this point you've identified that that's not at all what I'm trying to do, and arguably not at all what I just discussed. Instead, I just summarized smokely. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much with all the algorithm stuff, the likes and the comments and the shares and stuff. I make these videos with the intent to maintain the pipe smoking hobby, but also to expand it, and sharing it, liking it, and all that other stuff helps push that video to those people. Now, if you're one of those dudes who sends this to a friend or posts it in like a Facebook group, badass. Thank you so much. I kind of lurk some of the Facebook groups, and every time I see, probably every 6 or 7 months or so, someone will post this video, and it's awesome. Well, actually, you know what? Sometimes it can be rough because someone's like, hey, look at this awesome, video from this new guy. And then the comments are just old guys getting so mad at me for like being way too energetic and young. The best way to communicate with me is through Instagram, and that's @get_piped. Or you can join the rest of the community over at the Get Piped Discord server. Yes, the official, the exclusive, the online galactic Get Piped Pipe Club. A pipe club that has 0 fees, 0 dues, and unlimited clubness, being an awesome pipe club. Click the free link below to join the Discord server, and you can set up an alias so you don't have to use your real name if you want to keep that private to you. But yeah, you can come join the community, and we set up a bi-weekly pipe night where every Friday we get together on video, or you could just join the audio. You don't got to show your face or anything if you don't prefer, but we just hang out, smoke pipes, and talk about whatever. Just like a pipe club. Only this one's galactic. Transcends that of the national and international pipe clubs out there. Lastly, real quick, I want to thank the few of you who are watching right now from the pipe club that helped me shape this video series. So yeah, you guys actually helped me refine this, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you guys so much, and you know who you are. Okay, and my final plug, if you haven't already, go ahead and jump onto your favorite podcasting host and type in Get Pipe Podcast, where me and my best friend, the producer guy, get really deep into the fantasy aspect of pipes and smoke. Videos every single Thursday, without fail, 0400. That means 4 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, thanks once more. You have all just been piped. And until the next piping, I'm out. Gosh, I hope I didn't break this.
Hey, a little impromptu last-minute segment. In the spirit of the first smoke summary, I want to explain that when I say nay on a blend, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So this one's actually... Okay. It's like 3:53 p.m. You're not done with that already? So in the spirit of this blend, and the spirit of the smoke series as a whole, I'm thinking that a nay is not necessarily a bad thing. A nay is just something that it's not my preferred choice. I'm not going to get a bunch more tins. If I do not like a blend, if I really genuinely do not like a blend, I will total that, in the smoke summary. But again, this is not a recommendation. Someone interrupted my video. Okay, well, I was just rudely interrupted by someone. I just want to say that I do enjoy the blend. It's good. The intent behind the smoke summary series is to just give you a yay or nay from me, my opinion, not a recommendation, not saying it's good, not saying it's bad. It's just, do I yay it or do I nay it? And for this one, on the whole, I'd say nay. And what that means is I'm glad I don't have, I'm not sitting on 45 cellared tins. But as I mentioned in the video, there could be a point where over time my palate develops even more for Virginias, for Periques, and I regret that. But as of right now, it's an A, it's good. I'll smoke the rest of the tin over the course of the next couple of years or whatever, just to see if I can increase that palate development, that affinity towards the Virginias, the Periques. But yeah, that's what we're going with. But it was pretty tasty. I almost got like these wisps of almost like a gum, like a cotton candy gummy taste. It was really, really interesting. So it is very complex. I'm sure you folks that are big Virginia Perique consumers will really, really enjoy it. But that's it for the smoke summary. Thanks so much for sticking around. Even though the video's over, this is like the part 2 of the part 1. I don't know. Cheers. Video's over.